Hey guys, I just wanted to show off my power. And by power, I mean my power supply. So if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, MySpace, GeoCities, you'll know that I love to travel. I love disasters. My life has been a disaster for the last 28, 30 years, something like that. By meaning I been in disaster management, firefighting, and all that kind of stuff. And so there's not a lot of power in these areas, and I need power supplies. So I'm just going to show off a few of these items that keep me powered on the road in these areas, and so when I'm out and about, I carry these items with me. Okay, so here's kind of my collection of power supplies that I currently own. I have a couple more. There's some in the car right now that I keep in the car in case of emergencies. I charge them in the car. They just stay there, in case I get stuck in the snow, or if I'm off road somewhere and I get stuck, I have them. So, but for the most part, this is what I keep in my suitcases, or I grab them and go if I go backpacking or on a hike or whatever. I keep them with me at all times. Some I keep in my GoPro bag, like this one. I put the GoPro sticker on there. For the most part, I have Anker products. Anker is, for the most part, the most reliable and the most powerful, if you will. Anker is the brand I chose because great customer service, and they just perform the best as far as I know, and I have come across. They're great. Although I do have life proof. I have a life proof battery pack on my iPhone. I could have chose Mophie. I chose life proof. They have great warranty. They're owned by OtterBox. I love OtterBox products. I'll get to them in a minute. So anyway, Anker's awesome. Here's the Power Core 20,000, I think is what it's called. The great thing about them is it's got 2 ports, charge relatively quickly overnight for the most part, depending on the charging source. The great thing about them is they've got that green port there. That means it's a fast charge port. On some phones or devices, they have the fast charge technology where it doubles the charging time, which is great. And they have the IQ technology in there. There's some fairy pixie dust magic goes on inside this Power Core 20,000 or 2,000, whatever it is, that charges your phone very fast, doesn't overheat, and very reliable. I can get like 4 charges on my iPhone and 2 or 3 on my iPad, and I could have both of them plugged in at the same time. And I could even charge my GoPro battery pack as well. And I'll be getting some drone soon, and I'll be able to charge the Mavic Pro controller with that, I believe, or anything that has a USB. I'll be able to charge that. So there. And then same with the E7, 2nd gen Astro E7. This thing is a godsend. See, if you know me, I don't just buy a product and review it. I actually have it for a long time. This thing is about a little over 6 months old. This thing is about a year old. Still working fine. I use it all the time. There's no battery degradation. I charge it fully. I use it fully, charge it fully. I've had this about a year as well. I actually have one in my daughter's backpack for her phone. Awesome. In fact, I use this one here, and I keep this in my GoPro kit. Yes, it's a fanny pack. Don't judge. But perfect. I keep it in there, and then I move it back and forth. But I've strapped this to a tree with my GoPro, did a time lapse for about 12 hours. It only went down a quarter, and it works awesomely. I've charged all the batteries, and no problems whatsoever. No overheating. I rely on this thing all the time, and it just works great. Again, there's 3 power ports. I use all 3 of them sometimes, actually a lot of the times, for the iPad, a phone, and the battery pack, or GoPros, whatever. Excuse me. Awesome batteries. You know, you can get those little shank, I say shank, square rectangle battery packs that you get at Circle K for $10. You get what you pay for. You know, here, pay a little extra money, but you get a lot. So let that be known. You get what you pay for on batteries. I would spend the money, and you know, you get it. Here is the LifeProof case. I love this case. It's a extra battery pack. Right now I have it charging, and it works awesome. The bummer is, here's the bummer. This is my second one under warranty. I'm gonna get this replaced again. This mini USB, or whatever they call it these days, that type of plug. The plug that came with it doesn't work. It only works with the Anker plug, the Anker cord, because the connection in here is so wobbly, and it just, any other plug in there, you just hear it go ding 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 ding, and the connection is so weak. With any other plug other than the Anker, this is not, Anker doesn't know I'm doing this. The Anker plugs are so superior and so stable. It only works with the Anker. Not even their own plug works in their own case. So I will be replacing this as well. It'll be my 3rd one. So shame on LifeProof, and kudos for Anker on their own cords. By the way, Anker makes superior cords. You will never get the fraying on Anker cords like this. You know, the Apple cords, you know how you get that? Every cord you get from Apple will fray. Almost guaranteed. Mine will. So, see that? So, get quality cords. They come in many different colors. I got blue, red, green, yellow, whatever. Also, Anker manufactures these power hubs. And again, they come with the green power port for fast charging, and you could have up to, I think, 10 or 12 or 50, I don't know, power ports for multiple charging. This is a charging port. I don't even know what the official name of this power port. Yeah, 6. I bought many of these. I've got a couple throughout the house, in my kitchen, in my bedroom, on the couch, next to the couch. I even bought a couple of these for a business I helped start. For customers to come in, they could sit down in the waiting room, plug in and go. Awesome. These things charge your phone very quickly. And in the car, I've got one of these. Again, the green power port for fast charging. I can charge the iPad and and my phone at the same time, or I could charge my batteries in the GoPro, whatever. And then before this came out, I got the Anker IQ as well. This charge my other devices, GPS, whatever. Wonderful. I've got 2 cigarette lighter adapters. Who uses cigarette? I don't know why they even have those anymore, but these are awesome. Awesome device. So that's kind of what I take with me on the road. Size and weight. These things they're not light, but they are worth the weight. Believe me, I've had heavier blocks. This thing is really light. This will charge my phone twice. This little block here, easily, but it will not charge the extra battery pack twice, a full charge anyway. So this will charge my phone and the battery once. So anyway, just a quick little charger battery pack review. I will always go with Anker. They've never shot me wrong or done me wrong. In fact, their customer service, I call them Velociraptor customer service. I complained once that I got a cable that had a nick in it. Apparently there was a knife nick or something in one of their cables, and I complained about it on a review, Amazon review, and while I was traveling, and I actually threw the thing away because I didn't need it or didn't want to deal with it while I was on the road. And they kept hounding me on email. Made sure until I was happy. They even sent me one, even though I threw the product away. And they made sure I was happy. And so, anyway, awesome customer service. They didn't even need to go that far. So, kudos to Anker. That's my review. Anker batteries. They even make, if you go to their website, they make all sorts of other stuff, vacuum cleaners and and all that. So, but you can get them on Amazon. I'll include links in the description. So if you like this, hit a like. If you want to subscribe, I'll be doing more reviews. I think my next review will be on Archon mounts. I've already done a couple of stuff on Archon on Instagram and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. But anywho, appreciate it. Have a great day. By the way, this is my monitor for GoPro that I'm recording on Archon now.